Oh my goodness, guys. Doing a bracket update video. Really more of a forensic analysis here. My bracket basically got completely nuked during the first round of the NCAA tournament. And when I say it's bad, I mean, you know, there's a 13-year-old girl fresh off her first period that has a better bracket than I do. I am actually now... I moved up to the third percentile. I was in the second percentile yesterday. I'm guessing Illinois losing, you know, crippled a lot of brackets. Many people had Illinois winning the national title. But guys, I have two of my Final Four teams got knocked out in the first round. We can talk about San Diego State. We can talk about Texas. But I don't want to sit here and I don't want to blame the whole tournament on Colgate. But guys, Colgate, second game of the round of 64, 12:45 start. They were supposed to set the tone against Arkansas. I had said Arkansas was overrated. I had said the SEC was overrated. Colgate comes into the game. You're up 33-19 with 5 minutes left in the first half. I take one look away. I look back. They're losing at halftime 36-33. Arkansas goes on a 17-0 run in the span of 4.5 minutes. It's like, okay, you know Arkansas is going to go on a run, right? That's how these tournaments go. Teams go on runs. You got to withstand it. A 17-0 run in the span of 4 minutes. I've never seen something like that happen. I was like, you know, it's still a close game. You're only down by 3, but it's just like how does that happen? Your Colgate, they were up by 14 points. And a 17-0 run happens. You're down by 3 at half. Like, how do you even score 17 points in 4 minutes in a college game? I don't understand that. But guys, so Colgate loses. That's a bad taste in my mouth. Ohio State obviously is my team, you know, and I do have to give credit to Joe Lunardi. He called that upset, you know, Oral Roberts over Ohio State. But do something with your teeth, man. I mean, you guys seen the teeth. Joe, you're on live TV. You need to do something with your teeth. Get some teeth whiteners or something. I'm telling you. But give him credit for that. The Ohio State game, mind-boggling. Ohio State up by 4 points. They had played like crap. The saddest part of the whole Ohio State-Oral Roberts game, Oral Roberts didn't even play well. And I had said on record, and this is actually technically true, I know Oral Roberts beat Florida. The South region is a mess right now. Oral Roberts did beat Florida. They're in the Sweet 16. Drexel had better metrics than Oral Roberts. That's true. They did. And it's not, Oral Roberts didn't even play well against Ohio State, and Ohio State still lost. That was the team I was rooting for. I mean, I had them in the Elite Eight. I had said, I don't want to take credit for calling an upset or anything like that. I had said Ohio State is the type of team to get upset. But if they're your team and they're a 2 seed, I'm not going to have them lose in the first or second round. I'm going to at least have them make the Elite Eight. I had them losing to Baylor. But you're up by 4 with 1:30 left. You have the ball. You have a full shot clock. Back-to-back possession turnovers. Back-to-back possessions. So Colgate gets outscored in the final 4 minutes of the first half, 17-0. Then Ohio State loses the turnover margin to the team with the worst defensive metrics in the entire tournament in Oral Roberts. They lost the turnover margin by 10. They lost the turnover margin by 10. Okay. And then we get the San Diego State game at night. Oh, my goodness. San Diego State up 18-14. Okay, you know, you're thinking, all right, whatever. San Diego State doesn't score in the final 10 minutes of the first half. I've never seen something like that, guys. I don't know. And they're down 32-18 at halftime. So now you're thinking, okay, San Diego State, they're going to shoot better, but you're down by that much. There needs to be some reliance on Syracuse, of all teams, to shoot poorly from the field, right? Not only does San Diego State have to shoot well, which they did. They scored 44 points in the second half. But guys, I checked the box score at the end of the game. Syracuse was 15 of frickin' 27 from 3. Oh, my God. You know, my brother texted me about San Diego State getting upset, and I checked the box score, and I texted him back, and I said, Syracuse 15 of 27 from 3, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And it's the same thing with Georgetown and Colorado. Colorado plays like crap. They play lethargic basketball the final month in the Pac-12. They come out and they shoot 90% from the three-point line against Georgetown. I mean, they're like 19 of 20. I mean, it wasn't, I'm exaggerating, but I mean, what are you going to do? Guys, this is, I mean, there's a 5-year-old girl out there currently getting breastfeeded by her mom who has a better bracket than me. I mean, this was bad. I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just, I'm trying to analyze some of these games and what happened. The only way my bracket could potentially, you know, make some headway, maybe make the 50th or 60th percentile, would be if Gonzaga faces Baylor in the national title and Gonzaga wins. I know a lot of people have Gonzaga winning, but there were a lot of people that had Illinois winning. And I was talking to people that were getting overzealous a little bit. They were getting happy, and now we're all kind of in the same boat. But I know a lot of people that have good brackets and things like that. And I was going to make Sweet 16 predictions, but I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, I think it's been so bad with me here in March Madness in 2021. I don't think that's a good idea. And I do think they need to switch it back to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This whole, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday thing, yeah, this doesn't work. Just taking a look at the bracket overall, guys. So the thing is, the only region I'm kind of doing well in is the West region. I mean, you take a look at this. We can understand it's not looking good. But you're taking a look at the West region. I did have Missouri. I mean, again, it's a coin flip with these games, and I lost every single coin flip for some reason. So I had Missouri winning. Of course, Oklahoma wins by 4. But you know what? You've got Gonzaga. I need Gonzaga to win. I saw they were 14-point favorites today. That's crazy. So you would think Gonzaga would win. I'm guessing basically everyone has Gonzaga in that game. But then I do have the other matchup correct, which is Creighton and Ohio. Quite honestly, guys, I have no confidence in Creighton winning this game. I don't know why I picked them to win over Ohio. Ohio's the perfect type of team to make the Sweet 16. But again, guys, I've been wrong on everything, so it's almost like I'm trying to say Ohio's going to win, so Creighton wins. This is my only region I'm holding on. I need Creighton to win this bad. And then, guys, honestly, I really shouldn't have picked Drake over USC. I picked them because I just don't buy USC, but the thing is, Drake just had so many injuries, and they ran out of gas in that game. I know it says they lost by 16. That was a close game mid-second half, and then they just ran out of gas. But it would be big if Kansas was able to beat USC. I saw USC was actually 1-point favorites in this game because Kansas really didn't look that good against Eastern Washington. They were able to get the win, but it wasn't, they allowed 84 points to Eastern Washington. Hopefully Kansas can win that one. And then, listen, we'll take the COVID victory. You feel bad for Virginia Commonwealth, but I was actually pretty happy about that because my bracket was terrible, and I needed a victory. So we got Oregon on COVID, and then Iowa. So it would be big for me if Oregon was able to beat Iowa. I could still have all these matchups correct. I'm expecting Gonzaga to win. This Creighton team I have no confidence in. Maybe Kansas wins. It's a coin flip. And then I have the upset Oregon over Iowa. Iowa basically played exactly how we thought they were going to play against Grand Canyon. They score a lot of points. They allow a lot of points. But they have been a little bit better on defense. We'll see. Oregon's going to be well rested. We're going to have to see with that one. I really don't want to talk about the other. I mean, you talk about some of these games. I had Winthrop. I mean, guys, to be honest, Winthrop, I don't want to blame the times the games start, but they got screwed. I mean, they literally got the 9:57 window in a 5v12 game. Why are you putting that game on at 9:57, man? That affects the game to me. And then Villanova got lucky with that time slot. If that game is on at 3 o'clock, Winthrop wins that game. I'm sorry, they do. And then Villanova, they get North Texas. That's another. I said North Texas had a chance to win, but I didn't pick them over Purdue. I should have. To be honest, Purdue was probably seated a little bit too high. They probably should have been on the 5 or the 6 line. Texas Tech was able to hold serve against Utah State in a bad game. I thought that was going to be a good game, but it was just bad basketball. And then obviously we know with Colgate, I mean, I've never seen something like that. You're up 33-19. You're setting the tone for the tournament. You're setting the tone. I had said Arkansas was overrated. This was the culmination. This was the start of the process. You allow a 17-0 run in the span of 4 minutes. I've never seen something like that, guys. You don't believe me. Okay, that's not what I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to the actual game, but, and then, this game was overtime. Florida beat Virginia Tech. I had Virginia Tech advancing, but then we all know about the Oral Roberts. I mean, guys, the Sweet 16 game is Arkansas and Oral Roberts. I would rather slit my throat than watch that game. Moving on to the Midwest, here, you guys want to know a good thing? I had Illinois losing in the Elite Eight. The problem, I had them losing to frickin' San Diego State. So Illinois, a lot of people picked them to at least go to the Final Four. They lose before they don't even make the Sweet 16. Loyola Chicago. I hate Loyola Chicago. You know what a lot of people don't remember with Loyola Chicago? They completely laid down against Michigan in that Final Four game. A bad Michigan team. They completely laid down in the second half of that game. And then Michigan got annihilated by Villanova in the championship game. I don't like Loyola Chicago at all. And then they get Oregon State. Who would have thought, man? I don't want to take, I mean, again, guys, my bracket was terrible. I did say Oklahoma State was not going to go far. I thought they were actually going to lose to Liberty. That was a close game for a while. Liberty was actually winning. They pulled it out, but then I thought they were going to beat Oregon State, honestly, and then, of course, they lose to them. And then this game, I mean, Syracuse, you're going to shoot 15 of 27 from 3. What are you going to do? San Diego State, I've never seen something like that. They don't score in the final 10 minutes of the first half. Who would have thought that? West Virginia holds serve, and then Syracuse beats West Virginia. I mean, I had said West Virginia, probably not the team you're going to want to pick to go far. Everyone kind of thought they were a week 3 seed, so I really can't take any credit for that. And then I did have Rutgers over Clemson. A lot of people had that. And then Houston. And then I did have Houston over Rutgers. Although, dude, Rutgers blew that game. That would have been big for the Big Ten if Rutgers would have been able to beat Houston, which didn't happen. And then so I did have San Diego State beating Houston. I mean, these brackets are just, they're a mess. Guys, I forgot to talk about this. Let me quickly talk about this. The Texas Abilene Christian game. That's when I declared my bracket was nuked. That was the second to last game of the round of 64. And Texas, allows Abilene Christian 18 offensive rebounds. Texas had 40 shot attempts. They never had the ball. Texas, 18 offensive rebounds for Abilene Christian. I never seen something like that. Abilene Christian wins 53-52. Texas was one of my Final Four picks. They were a team that I had loved all season long, even though they struggled sort of mid-season. I never seen something like that, guys. I really haven't. You allow Abilene Christian 18 offensive rebounds. Texas had 5 offensive rebounds. A difference, neg 13 offensive rebounds. Yeah. They lose by 1 point. What, 53-52? The combined score of that game was like 105 total points. Oh my goodness, man. I saw the line come out for that, and it was only like, the line was like 9, and that's a 3v14 matchup. So you're thinking, that's a little suspicious. I thought to myself, that's suspicious. But, you know, you think Texas is going to hang on, they're going to win. Oh my goodness, guys. And now we get UCLA versus Abilene Christian. Oh my goodness. I will say, just take a look at this bracket. It was big for the Big Ten that Maryland was able to beat UConn somehow. I'm surprised by that. And honestly, if I'm Alabama, I am happy that Maryland won. I think UConn is better than Maryland. I know Maryland beat them. But then also, I had my major upset, Iona over Alabama. Iona was actually, I will say, they were winning with 11.5 minutes left. It was only by 2 points. But honestly, Ohio State screwed this upset. And what I mean by that is there's basically no chance, just based off of the law of averages, that 2 number 2 seeds are going to lose to 2 15 seeds. There's no chance. So when Ohio State loses, which is the team I was rooting for, personally, I knew my 2v15 upset was screwed. There's no way two seeds are going to lose to 2 15 seeds in the first round. It's just not going to happen. So Alabama, who was tied with Iona at halftime and actually losing into the second half, they pull it out, and they take on Maryland. And then I did have Florida State beating UNC Greensboro. We know about Colorado. I mean, Colorado's like 16-17 from 3. I never seen something like that before. I had St. Bonaventure going far. We know how that turned out. I did see the line in this Michigan-LSU game. Michigan's favored by 5 points. Michigan's just getting no respect right now. I will say, if LSU shoots well, they'll beat Michigan. They will beat Michigan. Michigan just doesn't have the firepower without Livers. So I would like to see Florida State beat Colorado. That would help me in terms of points. Other than that, the East region is completely nuked. The Midwest region for me is completely nuked. You've got Loyola, Chicago, Oregon State, Syracuse, Houston. This region, Ohio State's out, so Baylor, I need Baylor to win, man. I really do. They don't play until Saturday, and then they face Villanova. Villanova got a lucky draw, man. You get to face a 12 seed at 9:57 at night. That's ridiculous. That game should be on at 3 o'clock, yet Ohio State has to play at 3 o'clock. I'm telling you right now, if Ohio State plays at 9:57, they're beating Oral Roberts. Upsets don't happen that late, guys. I know the 1v16 upset happened late. It's very rare. It's very rare. Let me just say that. But guys, I'm really just clinging to this West region, and maybe you get lucky. Maybe Creighton's able to hang on against Ohio. I don't have confidence in it. Maybe Kansas holds on, and maybe Oregon could get the upset. But really, I just need Gonzaga to beat Baylor, because 2 of my Final Four teams were out in the first round, and my bracket is basically nuked. I've never seen something like this before happen. It is what it is, guys. But actually, you know what? Let me actually show my other brackets. We go to this, I think. I love how they get, yeah, this is funny. Hold on, let me show you what they do. Look, nice Ice Cube, right? Yeah, Ice Cube, 3rd%. This was the complete chalk one, so if you picked all the high seeds over the low seeds, you'd be in the 78th percentile right now. This one is in the 0th percentile. I picked all the upsets team. I picked Drexel to win it all. But a lot of these, dude, this one, 87th percentile. Jesus Christ. Dude, a lot of these are actually outperforming my bracket, unfortunately. 1 percentile. 4%. I mean, dude, this is bad. I don't know about this 87th percentile. It has Texas winning it all. They're already out, but this was just a randomized one I did. And I did have Oral Roberts in the Sweet 16. I let ESPN pick this bracket, and they actually, this ain't happening. Creighton is not making it. Neither is Loyola Chicago. So this bracket is toast either way. But the only way my bracket can kind of resurface some value is obviously if Baylor and Gonzaga meet in the championship and Gonzaga wins. Although, I mean, a lot of people have Gonzaga winning the national title, so it's not like I'm going to move too far up. Guys, what a rough weekend. That was one of the worst weekends I've had in a while. It was a long weekend. There's still games today. There's still round of 32 games today, which is why I don't like it. Normally on Monday, you're able to reassess everything. But there's these round of 32 games. They're still happening today. So it's weird. That's why I'm saying we need to move it back. The round of 64, the first 4 should be 2 games on Tuesday, 2 games on Wednesday. The round of 64 should be Thursday, Friday, and then the round of 32 should be Saturday, Sunday, which is how they used to have it. I don't know why they changed it. We need to move it back, guys. It gave me bad mojo or something. And again, I'm not trying to blame the whole thing on Colgate, but it's just like, I mean, listen, I called my shot, Colgate beating Arkansas. They kicked the game off at 12:45. It's the second game. You're up 33-19. Where did the lead go? Where did the lead go? You're Texas. You're getting out rebounded on the offensive glass by 13. Ohio State loses the turnover margin to Oral Roberts, who is the worst defensive team by metrics in the NCAA tournament. They lost the turnover margin by 10. They were a -10. And then, of course, we get the grand slam. San Diego State gets shut out the final 10 minutes of the first half. They get shut out. They don't score a basket the final 10 minutes. Oh, my goodness, guys. I really don't know what to say. I was going to make Sweet 16 predictions, but, you know, seeing how this has gone, I don't think it would be in my best interest. I think it would be time for me to move on from March Madness this year. I know I've talked to a lot of people. A lot of people, they're bragging about their brackets. I'm very happy for them. If you have a good bracket, congratulations. I'm very happy, you know, for Joe Lunardi. Do something with the teeth. I mean, the teeth are disgusting. I'm happy for Joe Lunardi. He called the upset. It's great. I called the, you know, Alabama losing to Iona. It doesn't happen. I can admit that. This is a bad bracket, guys. I know. You know, there's third graders with way better brackets than this. I understand. And guys, that's just the way it works sometimes in March Madness. You might overthink things a little bit. Maybe that's a little too many upsets. The best upset I did call was a 4v13. I had Virginia over Ohio. And that actually did, or excuse me, I had Ohio over Virginia. See, even the one upset I get right, I can't even announce it right. I can't even announce the thing right. I had Ohio over Virginia. It ended up happening. I know I'm not bragging about it. I know a lot of people had that. And then we have Ohio versus Creighton now. That was the best upset I had. And then the worst pick I had, I guess, would have been the 2v15. Or actually, I guess the worst pick I had would have been Texas, a 3 seed making the Final Four, and they lose in the first round. So, also San Diego State as well. I was in on San Diego State. We know I believed in them. You get shut out the final 10 minutes. I've never seen something like that. So, guys, if you have a good bracket, enjoy. I've been talking to a lot of people. They have great brackets. That's great. Enjoy, you know, March Madness. I got to step away. We got baseball coming up. We can do some things with baseball. We can do some things with the NFL draft. We got to dive into that. We've got Ohio State's Pro Day coming up. We've got Alabama's Pro Day coming up. Some big things with the NFL draft. We'll have to see how prospects trend. But guys, that is going to do it for this video. What a tough weekend for me. I am, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry if you followed any of my strategical picks. Hopefully you went against me, because if you did, you're doing very well. But, yeah, you know, maybe you picked the Ohio over Virginia. So maybe I was able to help you there. But other than that, yeah, you're not going to want to follow them. They didn't do well. So, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I am, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.